Going. My name is Dominic, founder of Silver Spy Media. So in this video, I'm going to go over the basics of doing on-page SEO. This way your nutrition website is more favored by Google, and you rank higher in your local area, and you get more clients by doing that. So I'm just going to go straight into one of my clients' websites. The website is snswv.com. And right now I just want to show you what H tags are. So in my article, I go over H tags, so H1 to H6 tags. Now, when those are done correctly, the Google algorithm can read your website more clearly and rank it more easily for the words that you want to rank it for. In this case, it is a combination of health services, West Virginia, dietitian, West Virginia, nutritionist, West Virginia, also nutritionist near me or dietitian near me. Now, let's just get straight into it. So ignore this coronavirus alert. This is a paragraph tag, so this is irrelevant. Paragraph tags are red, but not in every case. It depends what comes after or what is before the tag. So in this case, there's really nothing before the tag. So this paragraph tag is irrelevant. Just ignore that. So right here, this is an H2 tag. It says, learn how we can help you become healthier. Now, the reason this is an H2 is because the word healthier is in here, and learn, help, and our H1 is down here, which is nutrition services in West Virginia. Nutrition services in West Virginia is our main term or our main focus point that we're trying to rank the website for. So we're trying to rank it for anything around nutrition services in West Virginia. And the words learn, help, healthier, etc., they have to do with nutrition, because you learn nutrition. Nutrition helps you, and nutrition makes you healthier. That's why this is the H2, and then this is the H1 down here. And this little blurb, this is a paragraph tag. So this is just kind of filler content. Then right here, this is an H2 because the word dietitian is in here and his name, as well as the letters RDN for registered dietitian, nutritionist, LDN, and MBA. MBA is just something he has. He has an MBA. So in a way, this part isn't necessary, but it's part of who he is and what he studied. So that's in there. If you don't have an MBA, obviously don't put MBA. Just put RDN or a dietitian, LDN, etc. So you can see right now we have 2 H2s and 1 H1. Now we're going to have 3 H3s and 4 H4s in a second. And we just go over this paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph tag because it is filled with a bunch of content. It just says, I have worked in the nutrition and diabetics field for over 20 years. And then the word health is in here. The word nutrition is in here. The word private practice is in here. So there's a slew of different keywords. That's why this is a paragraph tag. It's also just a paragraph. It's not a action-packed, like, 5-word headline. So that's why this is a paragraph. Now here, underneath nutrition services in West Virginia, you'll see this is where we get into the H3s. Now, this is an H3 because telehealth, this entire paragraph is not as important as the other ones, but it also is very relevant. That's why it's not an H2, it's not an H1, it's an H3, because it involves telehealth, it says help again. It says the state, West Virginia. You can see it's a little bit more random, but it still is relevant. And then here, you can see this is an H3, then this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, this is an H4. Actually, no, this is an H3 as well, because we've only had 2 H3 so far. Here, right here, this is an H3, because he does food allergy testing. This is a paragraph, and then here is an H4. Now this is an H4 because we already used up all of our H3s. And then here's a paragraph, So the heading tags go in order of relevance. That's what I'm trying to convey. Now, next, I go over images in my article. So before you upload an image to your website, you want to make sure it's named properly, and you want to name it inside of your computer. So if I come over here to my files, and then I go to pictures right here, you'll see, let's see, let's go into here. So here is a logo for my other business, Nourish Your Practice. You can see I named this Nourish Your Practice - learn how to market your private practice online. And the reason I named it that is because that's what the brand does. It teaches you how to market your private practice or your nutrition business online. And the company is Nourish Your Practice. So here, if I come to my client site, click this, click on his image over here, you'll see this image says Richard Williams because he is Richard Williams. Now what I should do here is add Richard Williams - dietitian in West Virginia. And that's that should be done to all your photos, but you should do that before you upload the photo. This way, the photo is named properly, and then also the title is proper. You have the proper title, you have the proper alt text, and you have the proper description. Now, depending on the image, you might want to add a caption. You don't need to, but let me move to another image. So here, these two images are images of meals, so I placed them on the meal planning page. Here, this image, you can see it says meal planning in West Virginia. That is what the image is called. I named it that before I uploaded it. Now, you can see I put it in the description, the title, and the alt text. If I take this word and I Google it, you're going to see that his images are right here on Google on the first page. You'll also see his website. The meal planning page is ranking on the first page of Google for the term meal planning in West Virginia. And that's all I really have to say about the image alt text. You can see it's very important because it does affect your rankings and the way that Google favors your website. Now, internal linking. That is what I go over next in my article. So you need internal linking because a visitor might land on one page, but they really are looking for something else. Or they might not know exactly what they're looking for, so they type something in that's a little broad. And then they land on a page of yours. And then on that page, they see something that is more relevant to what they're looking for. So I hope that made sense. An example of this is the home page on his website. Someone might be looking for meal planning in West Virginia or genetic testing, but they might not know to type that in, or it's just a thought in their head, like the user of the person typing it in. So the user might just have this idea in their head, but they type in a more broad term such as dietitian in New York or dietitian in West Virginia, dietitian, whatever. But they're really looking for meal planning. So you can see here, when you scroll down on his website, there is this button, or there's a bunch of buttons for his different services. And let's say they're looking for meal planning. You want to have a link that sends them to the meal planning page from your homepage. Because if you don't, you could lose that customer. And they could just bounce off of your website and they're gone forever. But because I have this here, the user is going to scroll down and see meal planning and click on read more. Now, another way to do this is to have a blog post and include your links in words. For example, how. Learn how. So I can take learn how right here. And imagine this is a blog. So imagine there's a ton of text just like there is here. And you have a sentence that says, learn how we can help, for example. What I can do, or what you should do, is take your learn how we can help page, or the how we help page, copy that URL, and then highlight the text that has to do with that, like the text you want to turn into a link to send them somewhere else. You highlight it, and then you make it a link. So when someone clicks on it, it sends them to this page, because maybe they want to stop reading the article, but they don't want to stop reading more information about your company. So, what do I go over next? Linking, etc. So here's a tip. So, what you can do is come to this tool called the website is free tools, or not, okay, SEObility.net/en/SEO check. Click on this, or you type this in. I'm going to have it in the description, so just go to the tool, and then what you want to do is just put your website in this little search bar, or this little analyze bar, whatever you want to call it. And what it's going to do is shoot a score at you, and it's going to tell you how good your website's SEO is, like how good the structure is, how good the server is, the page quality, the external factors, the meta information, and it's going to show you how to fix it. Now, the higher the score, the better. So the higher the score, the more your site is favored by Google. And this is just a simple tool you can use, and a simple metric you can use to determine how liked your site is by the Google algorithm. So that's it for this video. If you need help with any of this, you can email me at silverspinemedia@gmail.com, or you can call me or text me at 908-991-6043. So I hope this helped. Have a great day.